transmit elections electronically. Because every polling unit, we're not going to be using the person's personal phone to do that. That's another logistic bottleneck. Each Inec officer must have an electronic device which he will use to send that result. And before he sends the result, all the party agents must gather around and ensure that whatever he types into that is the result, that the genuine result. So that's the logistic bottleneck there. Now, so everybody's talking about the internet connectivity. I think that's not the greater problem, but the greater problem is the other logistic things. The fact that security of data as it passes through, as it is being transferred, at the back end, people are able to interface with this data at any point. This is the main bottleneck in transmission. And that is why I'm thinking, the beavers that are used in the accreditation of people, voters, there must be a kind of device where the device is responsible for both accreditation and also for voting, and automatically sends that voter's choice onto the back end or onto the IREF. Everything must be done seamlessly. So it must be that once you put your thumb, your biometrics is the same device accredits you, recognizes your biometrics, and then you put your thumb. There must be an electronic device where the parties are electric. So there's not going to be a paper. There's not going to be a paper voting card. There must be an electronic voting card where our thumbprints are just put on there, and then that automatically sends the result to the IREF for that unit. So each person who votes, his or her vote directly goes to the IREF. It doesn't need anybody sitting down to say, type the numbers or count. Let's count. After counting, if there is a device, there has to be that when you put on your finger, it brings out, it registers it accredits you, and then it registers your choice of vote and sends it immediately to the IRF. If that happens, then this shouldn't be a problem. We could have electronic transmission, but the logistics will be what I have spoken about. We have to look at the possibility that those logistics will impact the quality of the elections. There's going to be a lot of things that will happen. So electronic transmission, I think, is something we need to try to do, but we must be ready for the logistic bottlenecks. They are going to be there. But of course, people, whenever there is a new invention, there is always going to be some teething problems. And if we do not start, we will never get to the point where we correct the mistakes or whatever mistakes are there. So I think